Hey, Nathan here helping you become a better jungler. I have a review request for you today. This is a player over on the European West server. He's Gold 2. This is a Shaco game he wants me to look at. Goes 779. Why did he want me to review this game specifically? He felt like he played decently but still lost. I got some kills during the early game, but it felt like I didn't make good use of the gold I got. Asks if he should have been counter jungling. Also, I don't think we could have won 5v5 fight later in the game, so I tried to avoid them. Was that a good idea? Specific moments to look into this game. At 5 minutes, he feels like he should have backed clear blue jungle, then ganked bot lane. Then we didn't have any summons. We could have done Drake if gank was successful. In general, it seems like I'm losing too much time running around the map and not being enough efficient. I see this problem all the time, especially in like lower elos. It seems like you're potentially aware of it, and this might happen this game. But especially junglers like Shaco and Lee Sin and Eve, you get in this mindset. It's like I can kill anyone on the map. Like theoretically you can, but sometimes they're just going for just ganks that the waves are just in terrible positions and like, maybe they get close to getting a kill, but then slowly but surely they're just in that mindset like kill, 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 gank, 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 and then they're losing, they're not clearing their camps and they're starting to fall behind in the jungle, and then they die once and then like the game's over because they're just so far behind. So definitely a huge problem, and it's good that you're aware of this here. I think that this could be a potential issue this game. Again, we'll go into it. He also says he almost never counter jungles even if I'm ahead. Was there a good moment to do it during the early game? Situational. It's not just the one thing. It's like, oh, I'm ahead, I should counter jungle. Like there's a lot more you can be doing. You got objectives. You could be re-ganking, really punishing a lane, trying to break a tower, break open the map. So this is not just this is very situational. But again, let's take a look at this game and see where Shaco could have polished it up a bit. So we do have Halo Blades, Runes, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter. Alright, so this is pretty standard Halo Blades with AD Shaco. I've seen some AP Shacos around with Dark Harvest and stuff, but I think AD Shaco is better in terms of like snowballing early game and stuff like that. So I actually would switch out Sudden Impact for Cheap Shot. So I'll put a picture of my recommended build for your Shaco. I just think that like in terms of ganking with Shaco, like you need to be getting that fear E off, and with like obviously your E, like you're going to impair their movement, and you're going to do a lot more damage with cheap shot rather than sitting on sudden impact. Like, but you have to hit those abilities to actually even be successful gank. Like sudden impact's not going to change the damage that you do in a gank in terms of a kill. So I'll switch that out for cheap shot, eyeball collection, and I'll switch this out for zombie ward. Reason being is Shaco, especially really weak matchups like this Mordekaiser, you should just be controlling River, just absolutely. Like, I actually say you start with Sweeper here, even more reason if you want to start Sweeper to go Zombie Ward. Eyeball Collection is simpler, but I think you should start getting into the habit of, like, using your Sweeper to clear wards as much as you can, and in the right position, so you can start, like, snowballing the map in terms of vision, protecting your lanes, and again, just holding that River control. But you can start just warding totem when you start the game and switch this out, probably second, like your first base, switch it out to red sweeper if you go on zombie ward. Relentless Hunt is fine, and approach velocity futures market. This is good in terms of Shaco. Like you need to get items, and this is really good, especially if Shaco is one of the few junglers that actually wants to get Tiamat, like first base. If you can't, and this really helps you get that, right? So I do like you going that, but I actually will talk a little bit about my thoughts about going Tiamat on Shaco as we get into this VOD on your bases. So let's jump into the game here. Alright, so also interesting, you go Hunter's Talisman. Let's see what your jungle path is, because this will give me a better idea of why you potentially take this. But I like to go, I prefer Machete, especially with the new, like, so Machete, Jungle Path, going red, blue Gromp, level 3, that's what you get now with the new preseason changes. And in terms of, like, the way that they change Gromp, it's actually an inherent buff to Shaco, because Shaco's really good at single target camps, right? So that's the sort of, path that I'd be looking to do. Especially this game. Okay, so also quick analysis of matchups. So we have a Mundo into Trind. Definitely can impact this lane early to start making Mundo unkillable, getting lots of armor. But this could be difficult for Mundo if he starts to get out of control. But I'll try to impact this early game to try and prevent that. Definitely gankable. Again, you're in a super weak jungle here. There is obviously the option to counter jungle, but I'll be trying to get in this guy's face early game, and that's why I also suggest doing that path so you can go straight, try and find Mordekaiser in his jungle and start harassing him. Lux, Vlad, I would really be looking. I don't really care about this lane. Like, Lux is going to be hard for Shaco to gank because when you obviously deceive, you're on top of her and she can just Q, you're just like stuck still. Like, this lane would have to go. The ganks would be reliant on you because Vlad's not going to do much at all. Vlad just sucks, you know, like level 11 really. So they'll be ignoring mid lane, and bot lane is really good for you to gank. You have lots of CC between Jinx and Nautilus. Get a hook on any of these champions, like they're pretty much going to die. So that's my mindset. Eat top early, but other than that, I would be looking to get bot. And that's really good because of the side of the map you're on right now is you can be getting early dragons. Alright, so it looks like you're setting up your traps to start Raptor Camp. So, okay, I see what you're doing here. Alright, so this must be your path. So you go into a level 2 gank top. I like the idea, actually, this path in terms of trying to shut down Trin. But the unfortunate thing is here, Mundo has died. So, yeah, okay, so he gets away here. We don't really have any more tools to get onto him. Alright, so that sort of sucks. Like, he has E. There's not much you can do in this gank. Let me just have a look at this again. I mean, like, do we know if he's warded here or not? I mean, I think maybe the better path here was to walk this way, walk up to him, place your trap, let him, you know, E away, and then, like, go deceive on him, ignite. So, potentially actually could have got the kill there. Alright, so you look to base here. So now that you've shown topside, and again, with that mindset, you're versing a super weak Mordekaiser right now. I would walk into his jungle right now and just get some information. Just check, like, I'm not sure if we actually saw, I didn't look at where he actually started, but just come here, check some information, you know, like we want to start messing with this Mordekaiser. Again, he's going to have super weak clear, and if we actually look at where Mordekaiser is, so he actually is on this blue buff. So whether like in hindsight, you know he's here, like obviously I can see that he's on here, you don't know this, but you should have checked anyway, just to get information. And let's say if he hasn't got this buff, that means that the jungler could have gone and taken your blue buff. So you actually don't want to base and go bot side at all here. Like, again, you showed top, this is your reason to go in and check Mordekaiser, and you would have just killed this guy, I guarantee you that. Taking his blue, taking his entire top side, you would have started snowballing the game. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird base here from you. You do get boots. Alright, so going bot side to clear your jungle now. So your bot's sort of low. This is potentially gankable. I mean, the wave's not... Yeah, this might be pretty hard. Like, your bot lane's not going to be able to really follow up on you on this. Alright, so they know you're here now. You're just sweeping some vision. This is good. You're starting to pressure. Tell them, hey guys, I'm bot. Like, I don't want you to be... You guys can't just commit to my bot lane. Come back for Rift Scuttler. So it looks like you're a bit scared of Lux here, which is reasonable. Mundo dies again. Right, so as soon as Mundo dies again at this point, this lane's like over. Like, you don't want to be going here at all. Alright, so bots actually, if you're looking at bot right now, as you're doing this Rift Scuttler, like, they're burning a lot of summons. So you actually walk in down here. Alright, yes, this is what you said before, that around... They burn a bunch of summoners. Like, unfortunately, they both died to the caster, which sort of sucks. You could potentially have looked there earlier, like when you're doing Rift Scuttler to help them, but yeah, that's just sort of a map awareness thing. Like, let's say back here, like they're fighting here. Like, I mean, I don't even know why they're fighting right now, because they know that you're potentially bot side. So this is obviously just, you know, lower elo that you can really punish the people for just doing these decisions. But yeah, I think you should have ditched Scuttle and actually gone to help them there, and then you could have got Scuttle after. It's sort of just a map awareness thing. But the good thing is now you've burnt the summers. Alright, so now your mindset is, and this is coming up to the 5 minutes point that you're talking about. So, and you even said that they've burnt all summoners. So you need to start thinking of your jungle path. Like, how am I going to create my jungle path around ganking this bot lane? And the way to do that, like, we'll see what we do. So this is the wrong thing to do. So you should be basing here. How much gold do you have as well? You have 647 gold. Right. You want to base here. and you want to go to clear your Krugs, clear your up to camp. Like, Mordekaiser could potentially have taken this by now, but just come here and check it anyway. Walk down, because what's going to happen is you have plenty of time to wait anyway, because your bot lane is going to take some time to walk into this. This lane right here is actually eventually going to push. So they've actually built a huge lane here. So in about a minute to like 90 seconds time, this is going to actually push back. And the reason that I know that is because this is about to hit under the tower. They're going to start building waves while this is pushed in, and then it's going to start pushing back. Because the way it works is that obviously the minion wave is going to get here their minion wave before your minion wave comes. So they're going to be able to push this in way faster, especially that they're probably going to push it in terms of the champions as well. So this is sort of just like, yeah, just wrong path in here completely. Especially you want to base as well and just be getting your jungle item right now. And actually that leads me into the Tiamat conversation is, like, maybe you're looking to farm like up for Tiamat right now, but like the way I view it is like if you can't get Tiamat, like, and I guess you have all in on it because you have gotten rejuvenation beads. Tiamat is like they really like have like butchered it over the last like year or so. I think they like buffed it up like in terms of the amount of gold it takes to buy it. Like, I really think that unless you're like 2-0 or like have an insane early game, you don't buy Tiamat. Like, unless you can buy it on your first base, don't buy it. Rule of thumb. Go for warrior. Start rushing like your Duskblade. You're just gonna do like a lot more damage with that. And you don't really need that much anymore, because in terms of clearing jungle camps, like Gromp is like a really good priority right now, and Dragon, like, just getting that warrior to just power through the jungle is really good as well. Like those single target camps. So you go topside. Again, I would not be looking really to go topside at all. For some reason, Trin didn't just back off there when he saw you kill that pink ward, but you do get the kill. Alright, so the thing now you've like shown top, like, again, so you see how bots pushed here right now? And I think so what actually happened, if we actually look in case you actually did that path that I recommended before, they're like fighting bot, like Mordekaiser's bot right now, like you could have potentially come to like counter gank this, Like, I'm not saying if it would have been successful or not, but just the fact of your presence needs to be here, especially since all their bot lane has thing, and again, the wave's fully pushed in now. So you probably had opportunities to gank that. You do get the kill. And, alright, so you look to base here, and I think this is actually starting to come up in terms of your inefficiency. It looks like you're wanting to go, like, we'll see where you come out of base here, but the awkward situation about this now is that you have your Raptor camp and your Krugs up. You still haven't got your Krugs once this game, and Raptor Camp, you haven't got it since you cleared it on the first clear. So now you're like looking at bots, like, oh, I need to go bot, I want to help my bot lane. And the awkward part about this now is now you've sort of just left these camps up here. There's no camps now for you to do bot. There's only one thing for you to do bot right now, which is to like, two things, like potentially gank bot and like take dragon, which is okay, but in terms of efficiency, yeah, like I think that's a bit of a bad move. So you do go Tiamat right here. Again, like at 6 minutes 30, like, yeah, I'll still be looking to get that off first. I wouldn't have built Tiamat this game, but again, you really all ended up in terms of rejuve bead, but that's why I'll just go that refillable potion, just so you're forced to go that, that item. Alright, so this is not gankable at all. Like, again, your topside camps are out right now. Bot lane, they got away, they based. I mean, you could potentially just do Dragon here. Dragon's still pretty squishy. Get your Jinx and your Nollas to come up here. Quickly get it. Bot's based. Mid's pushed in. I'll say there's no way. And again, you don't want to be ganking this at all. And the worst thing about it is you don't want to be showing here. Like, you're level 4 Shaco right now. She's level 7. There's no way you just have enough damage to kill this. You don't have your Ignite anymore. And the worst thing about it is now you've showed and you've walked bot sides. This is now given the enemy jungler an opportunity to take your topside camps, which are all up, which you're still ignoring. You're starting to really fall behind here. You're level 4. So I can sort of see already like how this game is starting to go south for you. Alright, so again in that situation, like, you're either going to do dragon or you need to base and you clear your topside jungle, work back down, still look to punish the enemy summoners. Like, Caster's flash is still like 3 minutes up, like Senna's 3 minutes. Utilize your Nautilus to CC here. Like, this is going to start pushing back like again. but you're sort of just stuck on the map. You're stuck on the map and you're being really inefficient. Like, these camps have been up for so long. You need to get red buff on Shaco. It's so important in terms of ganking. Alright, so you're looking to gank bot again here. Like, you can't be ganking like this. Like, right now, think of it. You're level 5. You're not level 6. You really should be level 6 by now. Your bot lane doesn't have, like, an advantage right now. Kai'Sa's level 6. She has ult. You need Nautilus to get a hook here. That's the only way this is going to work. You're just wasting more time, and you're also indicating to the Mordekaiser, hey, you know, I'm going to let you off, have a free early game here. You know, I'm just going to keep chilling bot, not getting anything. You just got chunked by that center. Now you're like forced to base. So you're in like a really sticky position here from this gank. Again, there's no reason for you to walk into here. Like, what are you trying to do here? You need to be doing your camps. So important. So you get chunked, probably need to base now. Alright, so we haven't got many pink wards this game either. Pink wards are really important. So we're finally going top side here. Clearing our top camps. You could just be losing dragon right now, but again, you really need to clear these top camps. Alright, you skip your raptor camp there, looking to just capitalize on this bot lane push. Yeah, you can't. They're backing off. There's no wave. Alright, so potentially an opportunity to do dragon here. You're not level 6, which really sucks. I mean, again, like, you're 9 minutes into this game right now, and you're still level 5. Like, approaching 10 minutes. Like, this is just a testament of how inefficient you've been in this game. And you've had that mindset of, like, I'm like Shaco, I need to gank, I need to do things early game. Which is true, but you could be doing both. You still need to be efficient in terms of clearing your jungle camps. So bot's fighting here. Yeah, the Rave's in a really sticky position here. You're not going to be able to really do much. Your Jack in the Box is just going to get poxed straight away on those minion waves. Alright, so Mordekaiser was top before, but he could be heading bot now. This is maybe slightly risky, but you do have bot push. This is fine. Shaco gets it really fast with his so here's Mordekaiser with his ult. Nautilus does die, but it looks like we didn't get dragon here. Alright, so I would again, like, so Caster Summoners are still down right now. Base, go top side, clear down, wait for Jinx and Nautilus to come back and re-gank bot. Like, you should be just absolutely just utilizing, capitalizing on the enemy's bot summoners. So yeah, again, you're going for these ganks, like, ignore Lux, no point. Alright, so you're looking to counter jungle here a little bit. This isn't efficient at all. Like, in terms of, like, this is, like, risky as well. Like, Lux base, their base, I mean, in terms of Shaco, I guess it's not really risky. You still have Deceive, but, again, you're just wasting so much time. You need to clear your camps, come down here, re-gank. So now you're just stuck on bot side again. So, doing Gromp there is, like, indicating to me that you are going to, like, ignore, like, I mean, now you're going bot side, so it's like, alright, well, you want to do this and you want to stay on the map, but how much gold do you have? You have 800 gold right now. Yeah. I mean, you're level 6. You do have your ultimate. I mean, I like this mindset that, like, you're trying to, like, camp this lane. But it's just not, you're just not being efficient in creating a jungle path around it at all, and the result is you're falling behind. So, actually, Lux was missing, so she actually pops up here. Alright, this is really bad. Mordekaiser is top. Alright, so I think this is where it's pretty much game over. Like, Trinimir, Mundo just died again, Mordekaiser ganked it. You're 2 levels behind a Mordekaiser, so you've essentially given the Mordekaiser a free early game. Like, you just let him, like, hey Mordekaiser, chill out, take your jungle, scale up. I'm a Shaco, I'm just going to sort of, you know, waste my time ganking bot when I can't gank it. So, this is where I'm going to end the review. Definitely a lot to learn. Like, Shaco, in terms of a champion, is you have to have a good early game. You know, Shaco's not the champion that you can just sit back and, like, scale up. Like, Shaco, when he's behind, he's, like, useless because you can no longer like one shot and like do like just solo kill people anymore. Like you need to be reliant on your team, and Shaco is not the champion that you want to be doing that because he's so mobile and stuff like that, and he's not tanky at all. So that's the end of this review. You can check out my full notes from this one over on my blog, nathanmod.gg. Let me know in the comments below if you had any thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.